So what the heck is going on with Bill 9? Well, I've put a lot of videos out about Mayor Bissen's proposed legislation, which is now called Bill 9, and referencing the Minatoya condos that he's trying to take out of the short-term or vacation rental market. So I just wanted to give you an update on where things are at. It's been almost, 20 months now that this is all happening, maybe 18 months since the mayor made the announcement. So first off, the Maui economy is pretty messed up. We're seeing a lot of slowdown. We're seeing less tourism. We're seeing tourists, and we're hearing about tourists that are a little less interested in coming to Maui because they don't know that they're feeling welcome. And there's been some divisiveness in the community as well, which is really unfortunate. I think, from my perspective, I think Mayor Bissen really made a bad decision by trying to pull this off. And, it's created some animosity that I hate seeing. Now, that being said, Maui is still the most beautiful place in the world. It's an epic place to live, and it's a great place where so many people are so wonderful to be hanging around with. But let's give you an update on Bill 9. So I have my notes. So first of all, it's gone through the land committee, and the county council is part of that land use committee that they sat and listened to public testimony on several occasions. They have passed it through on a vote, I think, of 6-4 or 6-3 to go to county council. Well, there's a lot of pressure on both sides, and the county council will now be hearing public testimony again, which in my mind is sort of freaking crazy that they are now going to invite public testimony for a second, or actually a fourth and fifth time, in front of the county council. And that first reading is supposed to be in mid-October. I've already heard that that may get pushed back until later in October or early November. And, to the county council and to Mayor Bissen, every day that you delay is just really painful for our economy and for our county of Maui, and it's really a shame. But that being said, the first reading is going to be in end of October, and then the second reading is supposed to be in November. But rumor is that it may get pushed into the beginning of next year by the time they make a decision and the county council votes on all of this. We'll see what happens. Hopefully the county council comes to their senses and realizes how devastating this will be on our economy. If they do pass it without any modifications, it will clearly end up in court, and it will be something that will cost the county taxpayers millions and millions of dollars just in legal fees alone, as everything gets just backlogged in the court system. And who knows what will happen, but it's really unfortunate that they're trying to remove the rights of property owners that have had the rights to rent these properties for over 30 years. Now imagine if you had the ability to do something on a property for over 30 years, and then all of a sudden a mayor who's probably got some less than ideal motives comes and says, nope, we're not going to let you do that anymore. Well, it creates a lot of grief and a lot of legal ammunition for the homeowners to really fight this. Now they're going to say, well, the government and the governor changed the rules and it allows the county to do this. Well, I hear that, but it's still really a taking of personal land rights, especially after people were told by the county council that it was legal to do this. So that's going to happen. The committee voted in July to push it to the full county council. And it's crazy to me. They voted in July and it's October and they still haven't gotten to the reading. So inefficiency in government is frustrating and it's really unfortunate. So now they're also talking about there may be some modifications to the bill or some amendments. I've heard that maybe the oceanfront properties won't be affected or the properties in resort districts won't be affected, but nobody really knows. And if you watch my other video on the statistics that we've published from the last 12 months for the first 3 quarters, it's pretty devastating what has happened in our real estate economy and also what's happening in our general Maui economy. And it's a good result of this idea of this bill. So if you're an owner, if you are a resident here in Maui, if you're a business owner and you disagree with Bill 9, I would highly encourage you to do a couple things. One, pay attention when the reading is going to be and show up at the courthouse or the council chambers and have your voice be heard. Let them know that you are a business owner and it's affecting your business, that you live here and you don't want to pay for legal fees for something that is ridiculous, and that the county council is going to create grief and legal expenses for the consumers. Because if they get sued, guess what? It's me and you, the homeowners, the taxpayers in the county of Maui, that are going to end up paying for their mistakes and their positions. So let them know that you don't want that to happen. The only way we're going to get through this is by people voicing their opinions. There is a strong faction in the Lahaina Strong Group that I believe has been funded because of the wildfires, and they have taken that money and they are utilizing it to basically unravel our economy. And I think there may be some, well, not appropriate motivations there. But that's a whole nother story, and I don't want to get into it. Our goal, my goal, is to get you as owners, you as property owners, you as residents in here in Maui, to stand up and be heard. Let your county council members know that you are against this bill. Send them all emails. You can find their email contacts online at the county government site, and just send them all an email. Let them know you just oppose this and you think that it is bad for our economy. Right now, I think that the county government is looking to kill the goose that lays the golden egg. You know, some people say, oh, we have too much tourism, but it's what fuels our economy. We have nothing else, unfortunately, and this will impact our economy if this bill passes, not for a year or 2 or 3, but I believe it's going to affect our economy for 10 or 15 years. So be part of the solution. Don't just say, oh, it doesn't really affect me, because it really does. If you've felt the pain of the economy being slow, if you work in the tourism industry and you're realizing that there is a lot less tourism happening, let the county council know, because if we don't, we're going to have a problem going forward. A couple other important things to know. The Maui Vacation Rental is really focused, that's an organization, they're really focused on fighting this bill. If you haven't joined that group, please sign up and join that group. They need your support as well. And one other thing to know is that part of the delay has been that a couple of the county council members have instituted a TIG, or a temporary investigative group, where they're trying to find out how this will really affect the county people, the economy, which I applaud them for doing that. I just think, why wasn't this done months and months ago? But it's happening. So just be aware of that, and that's what some of the delay. There are definitely two sides on this, and there are 3 county council members that are very much in favor of Bill 9, that are looking to just, I think, trash our economy and try to create rentals for our local families in properties that are not designed to be rentals. It's unrealistic that a owner is going to rent a unit that they're paying $4,000 or $5,000 a month in fees for less than they're collecting. So I think that although Mayor Bissen might have had a good intention to start with, it's just an unrealistic path. So there's also 3 county council members that are opposed to this bill, because they're citing the economic downturn and the economic impact that this will have. So please just encourage the council members to not support this bill, not pass it in any way, shape, or form, because it will be devastating for our community. If you have questions, by all means, just reach out and give me a call. I'd love to chat with you about it, and just do something if you want something to happen in a positive way. So just be part of the solution. Don't just sit there and not do or say anything. We need your input. We need your guidance and advice for our county council to let them know what you think.